So this is Sandcastles in Scarborough. This is Later Living's first ever development exclusively for over 55s. And as you can see, one of the first big differentials is, just look around you. We've got family housing there. We've got a care home that's just been developed there by another developer. And then you look down and you'll see our street scene starting to develop, that there's just so many different types of houses here. We've got 9 different house types in total. And that's a range of bungalows, houses, chalet bungalows and apartments. Just what people are looking for. And that's what we do here at Later Living. We listen to people, we understand what it is that people are looking for in later life. And we've tried to then bring this to market. We can't guarantee that we're always going to get this right first time, but what we can guarantee is that we will always listen to the customer and deliver what the customer's wanting. So this is the Lincoln house type, and so what you've got is a real sense of space as you walk in your home, where you can have a table, you can have, you know, space in here to store whatever it is that you wanted to store. But the fact is that this is a home that you own. This is a freehold property. That's your front door, that's your garden, that's your drive. There's nothing different to you buying any property on this development. The big difference is at Sandcastles is that everybody living within this community is going to be over the age of 55. So very much like-minded people, just like yourself, looking for a move at this stage in later life. As you come down the hallway, you'll notice straight away that unlike traditional properties where you often have the kitchen or the lounge looking onto the front street, we take a bit of a different approach. Customers have said to us what's most important is having access to the outdoor space, having some privacy, and having that real sense of well-being throughout the day, because to them the bedroom is for sleeping in, and so ultimately that's what we provide. So in here, this is a second bedroom, and as you can see, there's plenty of space in here as a second bedroom. Lots of space for storage. You've got wall-to-wall storage opportunity in this property, but what you've also got, even though this isn't the main bedroom, you've got plenty of space around that guest bed. And the reason that was important is customers have told us that often in later life, couples can end up having separate bedrooms. There can be all sorts of reasons why they do that. But ultimately, why should one then have to move into a box room is the question we answered. This is the main bedroom, so again, as you can see, lovely and spacious. Doesn't matter what life throws at you down the line, and if unfortunately, you know, mobility struggles and you have to use equipment to help you get around the home, it's not a problem in a Lovell Later Living home, because ultimately the whole property is level access right throughout the front door, out of the back door, but most importantly, plenty of space around the home. You can decide which side of the bed you get in and out of. It's not dictated by a small bedroom. You've got access then to the ensuite. Every one of our properties has an ensuite from the main bedroom, and as you can see from the ensuite with a standard shower tray that we put in is an accessible shower tray. So there's a very, very small step. That's all that's there. You can opt for a full wet room and not have the glass screen and have it completely accessible. But this is what customers are saying to us, is it's just got a wonderful domestic feel. It's that touch of luxury, you know, in later life, that you don't want to be institutional. You don't want to have things around you that is feeling clinical just because you need a little bit of help. And hopefully you'll see that's what we've achieved here. Properties have a second bathroom. So this is the house bathroom, and you'll notice straight away, and some people often ask, oh, you've got a bath. But we take that approach where one of the bathrooms has a fully accessible approach to it, whereas the other bathroom has that more traditional bath. And again, that's answering to what customers wanted. Customers, and I've got to say, I would be one of them, who would not want to lose a bath. The other thing that customers really want is that the grandchildren are coming round, or they need to bath the dog. So they want a bath for that very reason. What we've facilitated here in the store cupboard is the option to have this as your utility. And you'll see the reason why when I take you into the lounge and the kitchen. But again, this was listening to the customer and saying, we need to have the washing machine, we want to have that accessible, but actually we don't want to live with it every day. So let me take you in, and I'm going to have to shut this door before we start, because customers really love the fact that you'll come in the hallway and you can see right through to the outside. And again, it's that sense of well-being that comes from us maximising the daylight that we have within our property. So natural daylight is absolutely vital in later years. Both physically and mentally, it is proven by research and evidence that maximising natural daylight can slow down ailments such as dementia. It can assist in relation to mental health and can often be the difference between somebody feeling completely isolated and not. And that's really strange to think about it in that way. But the whole vibe and the sense of well-being that natural daylight gives you is the reason it's so important we provide what we do. The other thing that you'll notice about our properties, and again it's in all properties that are Lovell later living, is the height of our window latches. So the height of the window latches are not traditionally halfway up the window, they are lower down. So that again, it's not just ease of access now, but if you can imagine, if you were unfortunately then needing to live within a wheelchair, you can easily access that. You don't have to change your windows, you don't have to adapt it in any shape or form. Beautiful open space. We try and maximise that open space, and as I made the point earlier, it's so important to customers to feel that where they're spending the main of the day, where they're entertaining guests and where they're living their life, it's all facing into their private garden. So that's their private space, they have the privacy, they have the security and have that peace and well-being. And then they have the French doors that can open, or they could have bifold doors that open and basically bring the outside in. But the other thing that we do when we think about designing our homes, which is so often missed as well, is that everybody's an individual. And yes, we provide properties that are for people for over 55 to live in, but if you can imagine, later life for many can span multiple decades. You could be living in a later living home from the age of 55 up to the age of 95 plus beyond that. And so your lifestyle and how you want to live may change along the way. So we've thought about that, and we've thought about how can homes easily adapt over time. And that's not just adapting to your needs, both physically and sensory, but it's adapting to your needs from a trend point of view. You don't stop wanting to keep up with the latest trend. You don't stop wanting to live the way that you want to live at that point in time. So if you can imagine from this line here behind this door, we can actually facilitate so that we can put a partition wall in here. It's very simple. You could have French doors, you could have a separate lounge and a kitchen diner. Then we start to move on to the kitchen, such an important part of everyday life for everybody. But for people in later life, this can often become the biggest challenge and the biggest thing that many of us, hate the fact that we're losing the opportunity to continue to use. So we include in here the option for the customer to have storage that pulls out to them. So as you can see, you've got different heights in here, plenty of storage, all in a very simple unit, which basically pulls out to you. We think about that from the oven, and from the point of view of the oven, the height of the oven is key. You don't want the oven too high. You've got to think about the future. So having the oven at a lower level means that it continues to be accessible. We offer then options for, you've got the hide and slide oven, but our standard oven comes with a side opening door. So ultimately when you're taking things out of the oven, easy access to put them onto the work surface. You're not carrying those hot dishes for too far. We then continue the theme from the point of view of storage, that the storage needs to come to you. So again, you've got them wonderful wide, deep drawers that you can accommodate all of your pots, your pans, your plates and everything, and easy to access. In here then, similar with the storage into the corner cupboard, as you can see, lots of things that's on that. And therefore, ease of access, the whole cupboard comes out. The whole shelf, the whole accessibility comes out of the cupboard and tucks away just the same. You can do that with one finger. You don't need loads of strength to do it. Built-in appliances are absolutely key. In this particular property, the appliances are under counter. They're at this level here. But even in the property where we've got them built into the taller units, again, they're built at a height that they're accessible for our customers to access. Hope you really like looking around our later living home. One of the key differentials I can't emphasise enough is that all of our communities are built within communities. or extensions of existing communities. We do not follow the trend of providing developments which are gated out and segregated from other people. We focus on very much enabling people to live alongside like-minded people, but maintain their connections with the existing community, feel the vibe of an existing community, whilst having peace of mind that ultimately they've invested in their own future. And the future that they've invested in will invest in them. Because what we're all about is making sure that we deliver homes that have put well-being at the heart of it, and ultimately it's your well-being that matters.